Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining the webinar. And yeah, welcome. My name is Leta de Cruz, and I'm here presenting and moderating today's webinar on good practices in courses recruitment on behalf of the LEADS project. So let's get right into it. Yeah. So as an introduction, what an overview of what we are planning on achieving with today's presentations. We will touch upon different topic areas that have focus on recruiting high-profile students. We'll talk about the importance of recruiting high-profile students for your courses and how it elevates them. We will also touch upon understanding the target audience that you are recruiting. So who are these high profile students, what motivates them, what drives them, and how can you make your course more attractive to them is something that we will touch upon. Uh, Showcasing program value and proposition is another topic. Your courses, the courses that you develop are unique from each other. How do you showcase the value proposition of your course? What are the different aspects that you can help highlight within the courses that also make them attractive for recruiting high profile students. And lastly, we'll touch upon some key strategies and best practices when it comes to recruitment. There will be a lot of overlap as we go forward between these different points because it's all very interconnected. So yeah, don't the overlap, it just means that it's something to take note of. But at the same time, once we are done with my presentation, I'll open the floor for discussion, also giving you an opportunity to share your expertise, uh, your ideas, and your experiences so far as far as the courses are concerned. So why high-profile students? High-profile students really help enhance a program's reputation. When you have high-profile students as part of your program, you definitely have more prestige and more recognition associated with your program. It enhances the value of your program and the reputation of your program within different academic and professional circles, which automatically make your program a lot more attractive. Uh, this is also connected with alumni success. Once you've finished with, even if it's just one cohort of your program, you do have alumni that come out of your program, which are fairly successful people, and they also contribute to the program's reputation with all of the different career milestones that they achieve, because they are at the end of the day positively representing the institution and the program that they come from. Uh, High profile students also help foster academic excellence. Uh, they often, because they are of such high caliber and high profile, they contribute to the academic environment they also contribute to the discussions that are had within such an environment, and the knowledge that is shared, which fosters for an environment where people learn, and hence adds to the prestige of the program and of the institution itself. And at, because they are such high caliber students, they also come in. When they come in, they also raise the standards of your program. So they're not only learning from you, but you are also learning and being inspired by them to strive for excellence. So those are some of the key reasons, or some of the key reasons why high profile students are so important, and to the reputation of a program, and why focusing on them could help you when develop your program's excellence going forward. So who are these high profile students, and how do we understand them to reach out to them and recruit them for the different programs that you have going? One, it's really important to understand who your audience is, who are you speaking to, and how can you speak to them. So you start off with, while understanding your audience, the demographic characteristics of who they are, what age group do they belong to they have an educational background, or what, to what level and what kind of educational background, how much of a professional experience do they have, and where are they located, are they only located within the country or the region where your program has been launched, or are these international students, and do they want to also, are they looking for greater exposure when it comes to geographical location as well? What are the motivations that drive these candidates to pursue specialized programs? Do they want to advance their career? Are they looking for specific skill developments? Are they looking for a program that has enough industry recognition, or are they taking on a program just to foster their personal growth and to learn new skills? uh, what are the, it's also important to consider what are the different expectations and preferences that they have when it comes to looking for the programs that they are identifying as important to them. Uh, do they, what, you need to identify the specific expectations that these students have, whether are they looking for certain kind of program features, or are they looking for certain kind of faculty experience, or is it at the end of the day how a program will impact their career outcomes, and what kind of learning environment are they looking for. Some students prefer having more hands-on experience, and that's the kind of learning environment they want. Some prefer collaborative projects. Some are still working and want a flexible schedule. So understanding all of these aspects when it comes to your target audience uh, will help you understand the strategies that you can use when it comes to recruiting them. Speaking about strategies, once you identify and understand the demographics and the motivation of your target audience, you can then segment them based on the shared characteristics and preferences that they have, to then develop personalized recruitment strategies for these target audience. And when I say personalized strategies, I mean, you can have custom outreach materials, for example, students that are looking for career development, but also also an part-time program because they are still working. So what are the recruitment strategies that you will have for this segment of your audience will be very different for those who are looking for faculty expertise and for more collaborative projects. So understanding these unique needs is going to be very important when it comes to tailoring the recruitment strategies that you have for your different programs. And lastly, the engagement channels. Uh, People prefer different engagement and communication channels. Some of them prefer social media, some of them are on professional networks, or they find value in industry events. So identifying what are these different communication channels, and what which segment of your audience prefers which communication channel will also help you in targeting your messages and your strategies to the audience that you have in mind. And lastly, interactive engagement is very important to interact with your target audience and with these high profile potential students to help develop connections with them and let them know more about the program. Uh, from there, moving on to, once you've identified your target audience, now it's time to show them what are the unique value propositions that your program has to offer. Some of the value propositions that you can think about highlighting are, for example, a specialized curriculum. Does your program offer a curriculum that is designed to address the current industry trends and challenges and prepare them for leadership roles? If yes, then that's something that you can identify as a unique value proposition. Is your program developed to advance career opportunities for potential students? Will they acquire in-demand skills and competencies that will make them relevant for leadership positions and accelerate their career growth? Or do you have very industry relevant training and practical knowledge that will also do the same for them? If that is the case, you can highlight that as a unique value proposition of your program. Uh, you can highlight different industry collaborations, as this is always attractive to high profile students. What are the different kind of networking opportunities that you have to offer them? How can they engage with industry professionals? Have mentors within the industry that will also help advance their career and give them access to additional career opportunities? Do you offer internships and placement support as part of your program that students can benefit from? If this is something that you do, also an idea to highlight it as a unique value proposition of your program to attract the students. So I can, these three aspects essentially set the foundation of your recruitment strategies. Once these are all, this foundation is set, you can build on it with different strategic actions and best practices that are generally out there when it comes to recruiting high profile students for different courses. This is also where you will see a lot of overlap with the points that I have mentioned before. And that's mostly because these are really important points and really important strategies that you can focus on and think about when it comes to recruitment to the respective programs that you have out there. Targeted marketing, we've already spoken about it. Segmenting your audience, identifying what motivates them, and then targeting your marketing based on that segmentation and those motivations. Utilizing specialized utilizing social media platforms that work with your target audience, or you also using online forums where you think your target audiences are going to find more information about certain skill sets or certain courses. Industry specific events, again, are a great way to make your courses relevant to and are very effective in reaching potential candidates. Uh, Crafting or tailoring your message, again, another thing that we've spoken about, depending on what motivates them and what is of value to your target audience. Tailor your messages and help highlight the unique parts of your courses that will make them attractive to high profile candidates and actually resonate with them. uh, Once you've had a cohort that has already passed, moved on from your course, use them and their success. So use your alumni and their success stories to also speak about and highlight your program and highlight the course. Uh, Try getting testimonials of videos to help illustrate how your course has actually does have industry relevance and how it has helped your alumni achieve success in their careers. And this will definitely be one of the ways in which you can inspire prospective students to join your courses as well. Industry partnerships, again, we've spoken about it. Collaborate with industry partners to offer internships, get guest lectures, offer networking opportunities. All of these are real world connections that you can help your prospective students build and hence make the course a lot more attractive to them. Uh, Personalized engagement and communication. We keep coming to communication because it is so important in trying to get the messages that you want out there to the right people using the right channels. So communication is really important. And yesterday we did have a webinar also on good practices when it comes to communications for courses. Something that you will find on the recording of which you will find on the Leeds website later this week. So do check that out, because communication is really important when it comes to how you talk about your courses and the kind of people that you attract to it. You can also think about some innovative recruitment tactics. There's a lot that you can do over here: gamification challenges, organizing hackathons, is another, for example, is another way to engage with these students directly and attract them. Speaking about the webinar yesterday, one of our projects, Merit, also spoke about gamification challenges when it comes to innovative recruitment strategies. So check that out as well, and you will learn a lot more from their expertise as well. uh, Offer campus tours, whether they are virtual or in person, so that students have a way of a sneak peek, as you let's call it, into the programs and the resources that you provide, so that they know what kind of experience they could possibly have if they become part of your course. And lastly, all of this is something that needs to keep changing and adapting as you adapt your program. Make sure that you have analytics that is tracking your recruitment performance and measure engagement metrics, and use these insights to then refine your strategies so that you can optimize them based on the data that you're actually seeing. Gather feedback from these prospective students uh, that you have been interacting with, because this will also help you iterate your strategies based on real feedback and insights coming from your target audience itself. Speaking about best practices, as we spoke, as we also highlighted this earlier, unique program features. Identify what is really unique within your program and attractive to the students that you want to make attract to the program itself. Emphasize on these when you are communicating about your program, and show students your how your program can actually prepare them for the industry challenges and emerging trends out there. Showcase your faculty experience, um, so that students know who they are learning from, who they can collaborate with. These people can also become mentors to your prospective students, and hence is very important to highlight when it comes to showcasing your unique program features. And lastly, also think about the potentially offering scholarships and financial incentives to the students, especially those who need financial aid and packaging or grants to make your courses more accessible to a larger audience group, so that you can attract talent and caliber, despite also from a group of students that probably require financial aid, and help incentivize them to apply for your program. And communicate all of this, because communication is very important when it comes to all of this. So communicate the availability of these grants and financial assistance to prospective students, so that they know it is available, and they know that they can reach out to you for more information, and give them the incentive to reach out to you. And yes, that was my short and sweet presentation. And we'll move on to the open discussion. I'll also ask my colleague, Valentine, to help me moderate the open discussion. We have a few questions to already start with. And yeah, and looking forward to your expertise and your ideas when it comes to recruitment in program and for courses.
Thank you very much, Aleta. I think we can start with an easy question here. If among our participants is anyone who organized and had this kind of courses in universities or other organizations.
Please feel free to unmute yourself and just jump into the discussion.
Or people who participated in courses and they would like to share their feedback regarding how they were approached, how they learned about recruitment, and so on. Don't be shy.
Um, okay, maybe I can pick on someone for something very specific. I think Christina is here from the Merit project, and like I said, we did have a webinar on communication yesterday, speaking about the different innovative ways in which you can attract students. So maybe Christina, would you like to share a little about what Merit has done as far as communications is concerned, and how it has helped your recruitment strategies?
So far we haven't started the courses in. I mean, the university, the partners that are dealing with study programs creation and development, they haven't started to actually have the courses for the main target audience. So we don't have them open for students to enroll yet. They will, from what I know, they will be open in this autumn. We will have the first open session, if I can say it this way, so they can join it officially. Of course, they tested it. The partners university from our project, they tested the courses and they will continue to test them. What we are planning to do is to start our communication campaigns, I can say it in this way, from the summer to be able to reach more people and to raise the awareness that we will have a partner from our consortium that will start the study programs, and we will see how it will go. So far, we just try to find the best way. We tested it with the marathon, as my colleague Simona was talking yesterday. We tested our target audience during the marathon. We learned from that experience that we have to be consistent in our communication, and we have to see how we can reach them. Usually, the emails don't quite work with the students because they don't check their emails as often as we do. But we are hoping that going to the social media channels that they are using, and we were thinking to, for example, when we will plan our next marathon, maybe we could include high school students to have a section especially dedicated for them, so we can tell them that, look, this is an event where you can feel the energy and what we are planning to do in this master program, and there you can develop your skills better, of course, after you follow the bachelor's level and you pass that. So we were thinking to kind of increase, expand our target audience to be sure that we reach more people and they will be able to find out about the great work that we are doing. We always take advantage of over the opportunity that we are creating. So during the marathon, my colleagues presented the study programs, so we did that. We took advantage of that opportunity, and we plan to do this for all our events. So we are currently planning to have to do some industry engagement workshops with the SMEs, and we are planning to use that opportunity to see how we can improve ourselves. So it's a work in progress. We do a lot of things, and hopefully we will be able to reach our goals and to prepare students that will be able to do their best in the field.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that contribution, Christina. And I'm so sorry to put you on the spot. Uh, but I do that was definitely insightful, and it's very interesting to know or that you for your next events you want to target high school students because that is so it's almost like trying to get them young so that they can already chart out their career and see how okay that's interesting. I would have not thought that that would be work as a recruitment strategy for university programs, but that is definitely an interesting approach, so thank you for sharing that.
I just want to mention that this is just a plan. We don't
Okay,
know if we will
yeah,
go
it
with
will
it,
work.
but
That's why we
at
have
least
data.
yes, we are thinking to do this because we thought that high school students that are passionate for the AI, IoT, cybersecurity fields, they deserve to be included in activities. And we don't know if they have too many activities and they would have a chance to experience an event where they can see students of course, we were thinking that the challenges during the event should be adapted to their level of knowledge and the information that they can
Mhm.
access. But it will be a challenge for us, but we want to try it. So
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting, and I would love to know how that works out and with the data that comes out of it, and how it actually helps you tailor your strategies for going forward. But thank you. Uh, and anybody else who would like to share some ideas or something unique that they have tried or are looking forward to trying when it comes to recruitment for their courses? No, it's a very silent group today.
maybe the problem is that the process of accreditation of the study programs takes time. So if everyone else is in the same position as we are
Hmm.
still working on that. So our partners, our university, the partners in the project, they are still working on that. I know that we have a partner that succeeded and it's
Hmm.
already in a more advanced phase, but it's a process in this
Yes,
way.
not that definitely. But how do you, so when you are working on it, how do you go about identifying, based on real life experience, identifying what are the unique value propositions that is attached to your course and how do you go about identifying what makes your course attractive to the kind of students that you are looking for?
So the process of finding the best information to offer in our courses was to get information from the SMEs, from the
Hmm.
people that will actually hire our students, if I can say in this way. So we went a little bit from the SMEs that wanted to contribute and share their knowledge and the future trends in our in the advanced digital skills and AI and IoT and cybersecurity. So we went from there and it was an entire process. So we want to thank the SMEs that contributed to our study program development and they offered us in very useful insights and that help us to actually offer to our future students some real knowledge that will be useful and they will be able to use it actually at work because a big challenge these days is that the technology evolves so fast and you get in the
Yes.
position to not actually use what you learned in school at your job. So we want to those that uh, have the demand and they know what they are they are needing, the skill that they require, and we find out from there.
Okay. No, that again, interesting insights. And then you, once that has been identified, have did that also then based on the conversations that you had with the different SMEs, did that also then help you identify what would be the right communication channels that you would want to use for to yeah promote the program, or how did you come about the choosing the communication channels that you think would work for you?
So we basically knew it from experience. We have people with experience in the project, so we know um, some trends, if I can say it in this way. As my colleague was mentioning yesterday, we know that SMEs are mostly on LinkedIn, some students as well, but mostly it's the SMEs community there. We know that the DIHs are mostly on the Twitter and LinkedIn, and students usually are on Instagram. So we know that.
Mm-hmm.
And we went from there, if I can
Okay.
put it in this way. And
Mm-hmm.
we try to connect everything. The SMEs, we connected them through the old-fashioned way. We contacted them on emails, and since they are active there, we managed to reach them easily. But with students is always a challenge because if I can go back to our event with the marathon, when we try to use the email to contact them, we notice that that doesn't work. So
Yes.
they don't check the email, and they found out about our event from other sources, if I can put it in this way. We had a very good campaign on Instagram and LinkedIn. Our colleague that did a great job, and we managed to succeed in our first edition. It wasn't as we wanted it to be, but we learned. So next time, hopefully, it will be better. So we are still testing.
And
We are still
yeah,
trying
no,
to reach.
of course, there's, and that's the best way to also learn, to just keep testing out different approaches, but learning from each other's experiences as well, so that you don't have to test everything out yourself. Uh, Maybe one final question from my side, and then if nobody has any question, we can end the webinar. But from a student perspective, as you were speaking to the different SMEs, trying to understand the students' side of perspective and what makes a course attractive to them. So, what did you learn from that conversation? What makes a course attractive to students? How do they go about choosing a certain course or training?
So personally, I don't have a lot of experience on this side. I am on the communication team, so
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of work on communication, but I don't know if I can provide a full view over this part of the topic that you are asking, and it's very interesting. Uh, so from what I know, during our testing, we tried different approaches for the courses, and it's difficult to say that a course will be interesting or not to the student, because what my colleagues observed is that um, the most interesting topics that they believe it will be very appreciated by the students turn out to be maybe not so interesting to them. So they thought maybe it's too hard. It's a subject that it's too demanding or needs knowledge that you need to have it from before, and maybe they didn't have it, and they got lost on the track. So you never know. This is why I want to say, because it's hard to put the expectation on certain courses and find out later when you are testing them and so on, that they might not give the best outcomes, and the students might not actually get involved at the level that you want. Yeah, it's hard. And the bad part is maybe is that when the SMEs demand, they say we need a certain skill in this area, and if the students don't like it, that's not really nice, if I can put it in this way. So even if you bring something to the table that's interesting and it's in demand in the industry, it's still, you can still find this problem that the students won't like the course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, fair enough. And okay, well, thank you for that. Any other insights? Any other questions from the attendees? Um, okay, well, in that case, uh, thank you once again, Christina, for your inputs and your ideas. And oh, I see there is a question in the chat. Uh, um, oh, maybe Christina, uh, maybe you can answer this, but I'm not sure. But
Yes,
there is,
I can answer it. It's from my field of knowledge,
okay.
so I know it. So basically, we thought that at some point we might need to have some paid promotion on our social media channels, but we thought at least at first to try and grow them organically, if I can put it in this way. Uh, so we involved our partners. We created a very basic strategy that for us worked and gave some results. Of course, in the future we are planning to improve it, but so far we didn't use the paid promotion on any social media, and we basically. Yeah, my colleague yesterday said during the yesterday webinar said that we have a planner, if I, and everyone can see when we are posting something and when we are doing things. So we in our meetings we are connecting the dots and say we are starting to promote this part. It will be helpful if everyone will share it in their networks and in their social media channels. And basically we increase the attention on this with this strategy.
Thank you for that. Um, any other questions? Oh, wait, I do. Okay. But in that case, thank you everyone for joining today's webinar. I hope you've learned something. I hope it's inspired you to try out different approaches and strategies when it comes to recruitment for your courses once you get to the stage of recruiting students. And you will find the recording and the slide deck on the Leads website uh, towards the end of the week or early next week for both the webinars, today's and yesterday's. So yeah, and if there is anything else that you might need, please feel free to reach out to us. Well, thank you, everybody.